Hi friends, this is Dr. Ravi Kamapali. I'm an infectious disease, wound care, and obesity medicine doctor. And like I'm trying to do at least once a week, I'm trying to post what I find as a important thing as a message to my patients and also overall population, so that I can give my 2 cents, be the change that I want to see in healthcare. And during this process, what I try to explain is why, as an infectious disease and a wound care doctor, I am trying to also help improve the metabolic health of the patients. And in the main branches of medicine that I work, wound care and infectious disease, I seem to be playing the end game of medicine. But I think I need to prevent the end game of medicine. And with that focus, I try to understand nutrition to the best of my ability. And I've been trying to do that since 2015. And sometimes I get confused, sometimes I learn, and I try to change my own thought process, and I'm trying to reinvent in this whole journey. So to that end, I just don't want to bore you guys, but wanted to bring together and try to focus on one amazing headline that I saw recently. So let me focus and turn the thing here. And this was an article that I saw came out on a few days ago. America is losing war on diabetes, and they're talking about how diabetes is continuing to be a problem after initial improvement. And I thought it's a catchy phrase to see why it is happening. And I was trying to go and analyze it and understand it better. And they were quoting this article from New England Journal of Medicine, which is like a population-based study that looks at the trends of diabetes treatment and control from 1999 till 2018. And it just came out basically just a few days ago. And and what I wanted to bring together is an understanding and try to figure out how I can explain this to the people out there. Now, it is so simple to understand that population health helps us generate theories. Now, this was a cross-sectional analysis of the data by National Health and Nutritional Examination Survey by for national trends in diabetes and risk factor control. And what it was seen was that in this they found the diabetes control improve from 1999 till 2010. So the glycemic control, which like the hemoglobin A1C of less than 7%. So you get diagnosed with diabetes when it is more than 6.5%. And of course, people who are more than 5.7 to 6.5 are pre-diabetic. And that was better glycemic control even with 7%, which is not ideal, to tell you the truth. Even if we control it by less than 7%, it was 57% better control in the past, but now it has gone down to 50% control. So 50% of the reviewed population was only controlling the diabetes. Even the lipid control was not better. And the blood pressure control had plateaued out from blood pressure monitoring of less than 140 over 70, and the blood pressure control was 74%, and it has come down to 70.4. And in all the people with all the targets, say blood pressure, lipid control, and glycemic control, it has gone down, and also status quo plateaued at 22%. Now, basically, the question is, a decade of progress happened from 1999 to 2000 with glycemic control and blood pressure control, and basically it plateaued out. Now, the question is why, and how are we going to address this problem is the major thing. Now, we have to understand that in the end game of medicine that we play in healthcare, why are we hitting the rock bottom? And say, in studies that were done in the past, when they were trying to tightly control blood sugar, they were not really doing a good job of it. The reason being, people were having hypoglycemic episodes. So when you overcorrect the sugar with insulin, you are just shifting the sugar away from the blood into the fat cells. So you're taking away the sugar, whereas the body has accustomed to a certain level of sugar, and now it is gone down. And the fat storage happens. Now the fat storage can happen at multiple places in the body. It can happen in the liver, it can happen in the abdominal cavity, it can happen in the subcutaneous tissue. Now, there is different etiologies being addressed. Well, let's say fat on the liver and pancreas might be more of a reason for people developing diabetes or pre-diabetes. For some genetic ethnic populations like Indians or say African Americans, there is a significant manifestation difference for Caucasians. So it changes for each person. So population health studies like these that are done will help us understand, yes, there is a problem. We are not doing amazingly great, but when we have to deliver a solution, we just have to deliver the solution in a personalized manner. Now, how we are going to do that is by understanding that each person's problem is different. Now, let's understand that there is a high energy in our blood. So we are eating high calorie food, but not highly satiating food. Each calorie that is eaten has to be associated with its satiety. Now, when people are eating a high carb loaded diet with also low satiety fats, so if you have vegetable oil fats that are attached to the carbs, then you are eating high calorie food, but the satiety is not there. So the ideal way in which one has to do is in which we need to cut down the carbs, eat protein with fat that come in a natural manner, and obviously then track that patient's problem. So check their fasting insulin level and check their metabolic health parameters, including metabolic health criteria or their insulin response to the food. And so there's multiple nuances in the care delivery modeling, and that really behoves healthcare to really do a good job at delivering that solution. So sometimes we in medicine try to make things easier on patients, but when we are trying to make things easier on patients, we are not able to explain it to them better. So the idea is, yes, the fat mass that we are accumulating on the pancreas might be more important than the fat mass that we are accumulating on the subcutaneous tissue. But then each person is different. So trying to analyze that fat mass, trying to do body composition analysis, trying to use technologies including continuous glucose monitoring and personalizing solutions is what we have to do in removing barriers to healing in this end game of medicine that we are playing. So, that's my message for today, and hopefully we'll continue to discuss more on these things. Down the road, I plan to talk about lipid molecules that I have my own personal issues, and how infection happens when the lipid abnormalities happen, and all those things. There is multiple complex issues, and whatever the new studies that interest me, I'll try to see if I can make some short videos like this. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great day, and make it a better time. Believe that you can achieve a better health improvement for yourself, and you can do it. Take care.